Hi everyone, Susie here with another scrapbook process video. This layout features a photo of me with my sons and my husband at my daughter's wedding. We were taking a small break from setting up her wedding. And here you see me. I am cutting a, gosh, I don't remember the name of the paper. It's a Valentine's paper. Her wedding was in January, but I'm gutting this piece of paper to make a little thin mat for a white background. So that's what I was doing there, and here you'll see me adhering it. I'm using my tape glider, and honestly I kind of cut this thin because it's a little tricky to keep it straight when you cut it too thin. I mean, I totally love gutting paper, so I can save that paper, but you know, sometimes a little bit too thin is a little bit trickier. So that is why I have to add this back piece of black cardstock. You'll see me do that in a while. It was just a little bit too flimsy. And here I have some black tags that I'm trying to arrange and some tickets that I'm arranging. Those tickets are really old. They're from, I believe, Karen Russell release, which, you know, that's years ago. That's like 10 years ago. One says memories and one says good times. So that is a very long time ago. And I'm adding some red buttons that are threaded with twine and some black and white script paper. I add a strip on the top and on the bottom portion. You'll see me do that later. And I added some little leaf flourishes from the same black and white paper, script paper. It's not script, it's text paper, I'm sorry. And I added some leaves to two of the red buttons. I don't know why I made a leaf out of those. It was January, but that's what I did. And I'm just adhering those, the text paper and the tickets. So this was for my daughter's wedding. It was a January wedding, and my boys and my husband I had more help than that, but they were like immeasurable in the help that they gave. My best friend was there, and she made sure that we had regular breaks when we were setting up. We had a hall on a wintry lake, and we basically had 12 hours to set up and put down everything. So it was a good party. Now here I am cutting, releasing a cut file. It was a snowflake cut file from my Silhouette Studio. And I think at this point my blade is starting to get a little bit dull because I had to use my little piercer to release some of the snowflakes. And it was a whole corner snowflake, and then I cut it apart. You'll see me doing that here. And I use part of it on the top left-hand corner and part of it on the bottom right-hand corner. And I shuffle this around a bit. I don't know if anybody shuffles things around as much as I do, but now I pushed everything off to the side, and adhering the snowflakes. I finally decided on his design for the snowflakes. Now I'm using my fine tip applicator to adhere them with the glue that I love the most, which is scrappy glue. And I've told you about it before. I have to get it on Amazon, but I love it. It dries clear, and it's the glue I've been using for years. Yeah, I've been using my Silhouette Studio a lot lately, and I'm just debating whether or not to upgrade. Mine is very, very old. It's one of the original Silhouette machines, and I'm debating whether or not to upgrade to the Cameo 3. As far as I can tell, the only advantage, which would be a good advantage, would be the 12-inch format, which I would love to cut some 12-inch backgrounds. There's some beautiful backgrounds in the studio. So here I am just adhering some more buttons with twine. Sorry, there's so many gaps of my talking. I'm just like trying to figure out what I'm doing, and it seems to be the same thing. And at this point I decided I needed some more blue in the picture, and I add some blue wood veneer hearts from Studio Calico. And I go through this long process where that blue is really bothering me because it just kind of stands out, and I'm afraid it looks too much like a 4th of July layout. So I think at this point I realize I need some more black and some more blue and natural colors to not make it not look like a 4th of July layout. And I'm just using my acrylic block to hold those stars down, or snowflakes down, I'm sorry, to adhere them. And these are some Tim Holtz stickers, and I find a couple that work, and the first one that I find is Collect Beautiful Moments, and I cut that apart so that it will fit on that upper tag. And then I find another one, and I do move the bottom one around a bit. You'll see in the future. And I play around with these Dear Lizzie thickers for a title. I put them on, I take them off. I actually die cut a title and decided not to use it. I don't know why this layout was really hard for me to put together. So I think I was distracted a little bit. We're having baby calves here at the farm at the moment. So I keep having to get up and see which mama cows are maybe in labor or giving birth. So I've been a little bit distracted, but it's worth it. I love seeing the baby calves, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun to see a cow giving birth. So that's what I'm doing on the sideline. Now here I'm adding some blue sequins just to integrate some more of that blue color that I really had a hard time integrating it, but in the end I liked it. I was just very worried, like I said, that it would look like a 4th of July layout. And I did have a hard time positioning this title. Couldn't quite get it right for a long time. I shuffled it a lot. And then I did love my crew. You'll see I ended up with crew at the bottom. And these are my final pictures, guys. I'm sorry some are white and some have that kind of yellowish tint. I don't know why, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.